Buongiorno and welcome to the launch of the Lamborghini Huracán LP 610-4. The 51st year of the history of Lamborghini is the beginning of a new era for us. I don't know if you have noticed that we are here in the area 51, because this car is so important that we wanted to mark the beginning really of a new icon of a new era. Dusk and dawn means that we are trying to fill the gap between the opposites. And this is what this car is all about. And my colleagues will talk in more detail about this in some minutes. Let me give you the opportunity to speak a bit about the year 2013 in terms of automotive industry and in terms of the luxury sports car business. If we start with the total car market, for the first time in 2013, there were sold and delivered more than 70 million cars worldwide. In the US, it's, or North America, it's 15 million. In Europe, it's another 15 million, and in China, it's another 15 million. So all these three markets they already make out 45 million. They were all up, the markets, except of Europe. And until the end of the crisis, or the beginning of the recovery in 2010, the market has a constant growth on a worldwide basis. So this is a good sign, even though with the currencies in the year 2014, it's not easy for all the manufacturers. If we look into what the exclusive supersports market is, then it's a complete different picture. We are not talking about millions, we're talking about thousands of cars. So even here, after the dip of the year 2009, there was a recovery, but never back on the levels of the year 2007 or 2008. And also here, let's say the pity is that the core market, our most important market, where we are coming from, the European market, is not recovering yet. If we then look into what Lamborghini is doing since the year 2010, we have a constant growth in terms of volume, even though I have to say for us volume is not the key issue, because we are always selling less than demand, and it's about exclusivity and all the things we always talk about. It's clear that by investing a lot in the future, there is a need also to sell cars and not just to show the cars. What is good for Lamborghini is that we have a very balanced distribution in the major regions of this world. So we're selling almost one-third, and one-third worldwide. And this is helping us a bit to be independent from local crises. As I said, we are investing a lot. First of all, in our factory premises. We started heavily in the year 2010 with the building of the factory for the monocoque, of the carbon monocoque of the Aventador. In 2012, we built up a complete new pre-series center, and the photo you see here is the photo of our new logistics center. So all in all, we're really heavily investing, and the picture is changing constantly. I don't know when it was the last time you went to Santa Agata, but every year you come, there is a change. And what is the most important thing, we are investing more than 20% of our turnover on a yearly base in research and development. These cars, they deserve it. These cars, they need to have always the latest technology, so it's clear that investments are on a very high level. If this is then compared to the turnover, which is constantly growing, this means also that the 20% is constantly rising. Last year, in 2013, we had an absolute record high in terms of revenues with more than 500 million euros for the first time. And this is something which is always affecting, for sure, the structure of Lamborghini. So in the last 3 years, we hired more than 300 people, 100 just in the year 2013. And we are also winning a lot of awards which are certifying from outside that we are a very attractive employer, and this is paramount also for the quality of the people which are coming to see Lamborghini, or they are trying to get into our factory. And the other side of the picture is that we also look very carefully into the environment and the quality of life around us. So we want to be in 2015 in terms of Sant'Agata Bolognese, so our headquarters, CO2 neutral, which is an important step also for the ethic behavior of all of us. And as you can see here in Italy, we were nominated or we won a prize about being the ethical company in Italy. Outside of Sant'Agata, we have national sales companies. We have them in North America, so in Washington. We have one in Toronto, but also in Asia. In Beijing, we have the headquarters of our region for the Asia-Pacific region. We are in Tokyo. We are in India, in New Delhi. No, New Delhi. I think we are in New Delhi. I can't remember now. But there's no Indian here, so I'm not making a gaffe. No, it's in Mumbai. Now I remember, it's in Mumbai. So all in all, we have 6 national sales companies, and the biggest dot is the green one, which is representing Sant'Agata Bolognese, and then we have 129 partners worldwide, which are spread out in 46 countries, where we have, or where we're covering almost all, let's say, the spots of wealth which are existing around the world. Talking about the product, the Aventador, what is and was a tremendous success, and it's still going on, because in 3 years we sold as many cars, so 3,000, as we sold in 7 years with the predecessor, with the Murcielago, and we still have 1 year of order bank. And last year, it was the first year in the history of Lamborghini that we sold more than 1,000 V12 cars. So very important for us, for the solidity of the company and the image of our brand. And here is the Gallardo. In the year 2003, there was the launch of the car. It was at the beginning perceived as the baby Lamborghini, but this name disappeared almost immediately. It established a clear understanding that Lamborghini is going in 2 segments of the super sports car business. And then in 2008, when we had the launch of the facelift, we also had the record year in terms of sales. The last edition, or the Squadra Corsa edition, was very competitive in the second half of the year 2013, so just some months ago. We were winning a lot of lap time, so we were out beating all the competitors with a car which is 10 years old. Then Maurizio Reggiani will tell you about this one in some minutes. As I said, for us, the Gallardo was a game changer. The best year was in 2008 with 1,844 cars delivered. All in all, in the 50 years of the history of Lamborghini, we sold 30,000 cars, and only with the Gallardo 14,000. So you can imagine how important this car was for us, and how important this one is going to be in the next years for Automobile Lamborghini. So this is the car. When we started to talk about the fall of the Gallardo some 4 years ago, it was clear that it had to be a car with innovative technology, and which should have been absolute in performance, so the best possible car in this segment. And also it has to be something which should have redefined the driving experience of a super sports car in the new era of Lamborghini. So easy on the road and performing on the racetrack. So like our motto, dusk and dawn. So you have to have a car which is getting all the attention of the driver on the racetrack, very performing, very fast, but then also very usable on a daily basis. So very easy to handle on the normal roads. And last but not least, the design should be clear, a classic Lamborghini. And when I gave the briefing to my people, to the engineers, to the designer, to the entire company, together with the board, and Maurizio Reggiani is here today with me, then it was about two words: instinctive technology. Instinctive technology is what I said before. It's something which has to fit immediately like a glove when you sit in the car, when you enter the car, and it has to give you not only the feeling, but the certainty that you are a better driver just by stepping into this car, much better than you expected ever to be. And you will experience this today on the racetrack and also on public roads. This is it from my side. These are the prices, excluding taxes. Now we will see a short video, and then Mr. Reggiani will give you technical details about this instinctive technology and how we handled it. Grazie.